Been a while since my last video, but we're back. Today we're going to try something a little bit different. We've got a few items we're going to look at, stuff that we have picked up either at yard sales, flea markets, etc., that we are going to be putting to auction at an antique auction tomorrow and seeing what happens. This is the first item. This is a Texaco oil can. It's a 5-gallon can. We bought it for $8. Got it at the flea market this Sunday. It's in relatively good shape, not a super good shape one as you can tell by the bottom there, but this is item number one. Very collectible. People love oil cans, so we will see what happens on this one. Our next item is this awesome 3-gallon whiskey jug or liquid jug, antique. It's got this awesome American Eagle decal on it. Something's in there, some piece of metal. Can't really figure it out. I don't think you can see in there, but it's in really good shape. We got it at a yard sale for $5. We're thinking it's going to go probably for anywhere between 20 and 50 bucks at auction, but never know. Sometimes you get surprised. Next item is this awesome old frame with portrait of young children. It's 2 young girls. Got this at a yard sale. We only paid $5. The guy said it had been in his family for many generations and they were just looking to get rid of it. The back is really interesting. Very old, as you can see from the back there. Some people recently added this, but not too sure about this one. We figure people will mostly buy it for the frame, but it's a quality antique frame. Hard to really guess how old, but got a lot of age to it, so we're thinking we're probably going to see somewhere in the $20 to $30 range for this, although, like I said earlier, auctions are always full of surprises, so we will see. Next up is this wonderful brass statue of a child holding 2 buckets or baskets. Picked this up for $10. Got a very good deal on it. It's not nothing particularly special. It's signed, I don't know if you can see that there, Auguste Moreau. We did a little bit of research. It was the name of a studio that mass produced these. They were in, I guess you could call it the sculpture business. So it's not like a Rodin or anything particularly special. These were and are very common, but we've seen them go on eBay for into the hundreds. So we're expecting tomorrow, this is probably going to go for, if we had to guess, maybe between 30 and 50 bucks. This is some stuff that we've had sitting around for a while that's not been moving too well, so we figured we will put it to auction. We got 3 different silver chains here. 1 silver gold tone chain, 1 silver pin, silver ring, looks Victorian, and we have this gold-plated ring. We've had a lot of people pick it up and take a look, but nobody's actually bought it, so we figure we'll put it to auction and see what happens. Another item we've got is this fishing reel here, brass fishing reel. We got this at the flea market as well. Some guy was just giving away stuff for free, and this was one of the things that he gave us. So really, if it brings anything over $5, we will be pleased. Got some age to it, in working condition. Next up we have this collection of vintage and antique pipes. I don't know if you can see, one of these is marked LL Bean. This one's a Falcon. These go for a lot on eBay. We'll see what happens at the auction tomorrow. All these have the names of their manufacturers right there. This is sort of wooden hand-carved one. Another one there. Also, with them we have this cool advertising piece, wooden box that we're keeping them in. So we paid $5 for the collection at a flea market. Really not sure what's going to happen here. We know some people like to pay a lot of money for pipes. I guess it's gonna depend. We shall see what happens. And our last lot is this lady's Movado watch. We've seen similar watches at the same auction go for right up to 80 bucks. They come up from time to time. We got this one at a yard sale for 5 bucks. We got a really good deal. So, you know, if it brings anything, we'll be happy. So, we will see what happens. It's the morning of the auction, and we've decided to add a little bit of gold into our jewelry lot. We've got a 10 karat gold ring and a gold filled pin here, so we'll put these up and see what happens. Alright, we are leaving the auction house. It's about 7 in the morning. We just dropped off all of our items. Hopefully we do well tonight. This thing's heavy.
Locked and loaded.
Ready to go?
Yes.
20 where to start this one. 10 where for that whole photo. 10 someone to start at 10 and 12 and a half, 10 for that, 12 and a half. 10 to 26, right? A gold baby ring and a bunch of sterling and stuff, and 30 where to start that lot. 30 where for all the jewelry. 20 where to start it. 20 anyone. That's decent jewelry, 20 and 25 now, 20 for that jewelry, 25, $20 to 24. That one's 13 that jug, and 20 where to start that one, 20 where for that jug, 10 where to start that jug, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20, 17 and a half to 24. Texaco can, 20 where to start that, 10 where for the Texaco can, 10, 12 and a half, 15, 17 and a half, 20. Have 17 and a half, 20, 22 and a half, 25, 27 and a half, 25, 36.
25, 36?
Yep. 118 are all these pipes. Look at this one, carved out of a piece of wood, the bark is still on there. 20 where for the pipes, 10 where for 10, 12 and a half, 10 for the pipes, and 12 and a half. All in at 10, 12 and a half, anyone, 10 to 26. Here's the wristwatch. Sold one of these for what, $70 or $80 a month ago. 50 where I start, 50 where I start the wristwatch. 30 where I started. 30 to 35 and a half, 30 for the watch, and 35 to all at 30, 35 anyone. $30, 28. And 50 where I start that. That's a nice piece. 50 where I start that. 30 someone started, 30 and 35 and a half, 35 and 40 and 45 and 50 and 55 and 60 and 65. I have 60, 65, anyone, $60, 28.
Well, that's a wrap for our first auction video. Just gonna do a brief recap. We ended up doing pretty well. Some of the stuff went for a little bit more than we were expecting. So our oil can, we bought it for 8. That went for 25 bucks for a profit of 18 bucks. That one was pretty good. Our old jug, bought for 5, sold for 17 and a half for a profit of 12 and a half. Our frame, a little disappointed with the frame. We thought that was going to go for a little bit more. We bought it for 5 bucks and it sold for 10 bucks. Our jewelry, we were into the jewelry for about 20 bucks and it sold for 20 bucks, so that was a bit of a bummer. Our fishing reel, we actually didn't get the footage of the fishing reel, unfortunately, but that ended up going for 7.5 bucks, which for having paid $0 far exceeded my expectations. Our pipes, we also thought those were going to go for a little bit more. Those only went for 10 bucks. We paid 5, they sold for 10. Our Movado wristwatch that we paid 5 bucks for sold for 30 bucks. That was pretty good. And the big winner of the night was the Auguste Moreau statue that we paid 10 bucks for, and it sold for 60 bucks for a profit of 50 bucks. So altogether, we had a profit of 123 bucks. Not too bad. So we hope to be doing these videos again. If you guys like this, please like, share, subscribe,